Joe, I'm going to cut you off right now because I feel that we need to just review this video for an hour.
Dude,
there is so much to go into. There's so...
I have two daughters, one of whom is doing very well financially. She and her husband are in the 1%. And the other daughter earns about $50,000. And for several years, I felt uncomfortable about how to, divide up the assets. I'm an everyday millionaire. I've gotten to the point where I don't want to give either of them any money.
Why?
I feel like I've worked so hard my whole life. I paid for college for them. I've paid over $500,000 for college for them. And they've turned into socialists. And they just, but they have. And
well, you're still in the wrong college.
Yeah.
Monique, you're my favorite call maybe in 2 months.
I know we're all laughing.
No,
but
we're with you. We're with you.
I'm depressed. I'm very depressed about where I see my children heading. And I think I don't want my money to go to them. And I feel terrible about that.
You shouldn't. They're not entitled. They didn't hit the DNA lottery. They're not entitled. My children have been instructed since they were small that in order to get the opportunity to manage the money that God gave me to manage, meaning that I hand off the responsibility to manage some of the Ramsey fortune to them, they will have to be people of character. Socialists are not people of character.
Okay.
They're parasites.
Slow down,
and
Joe.
so,
I see the cursor. Slow
if
down.
my children are going to be parasites, I'm not going to finance their lives so that they have a reality show.
Is there a way to put money in, let's say, a trust where they couldn't get access to it till they were, let's say, 70 years old?
Well, I mean, then they'd just be a 70-year-old socialist, right?
Yeah, well, but I'm hoping by then they will have kind of woken up.
You can. All of our estate is trust-based, and our trust is, we've done it from a faith perspective, not an economics perspective. But if they're not walking with God, they don't get to manage God's money. It's what the trust says.
Really?
Yep. In no uncertain terms. And so,
you know what gets me, Joe, I'm going to cut you off right now because I feel that we need to just review this video for an hour.
Dude,
there is so much to go into. There is every other line, there's another thing that could get gone into. I've hit on Dave before on this, and I even had one of the producers comment on some shit. When he talks about God's money, right? I'm a Christ follower, right? So I can reason with him on that. Okay, to whom much is given, much more will be given unto them if they're managing it properly. Got it. But this idea of socialism being anti-Christ is the part that always hangs up on me the most. Because there's nothing in Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John where Jesus gets up on a pulpit and starts talking about deficits and inflation. I wish it did. That'd be so freaking dope. He never did. What he did do is he called out basically the massive wealth gap, not only in money, but in power. A lot of it being unjustly held by religious oligarchs at the time. And he was a brown-skinned nomad, didn't have a house, didn't have any earthly wealth. The one man who tried to follow him when he was getting his disciples together, he told him, yo, go sell all your things. Yeah, come with me. And the guy was like, and he went off sad because he had like cool vases or whatever he had back then. There's no walk that I read throughout any of the Gospels that says he would be pro-capitalist at all. In fact, if I'm going to go crazy, it's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound nuts. He was way more socialist than anything. Have all your goods compiled into a commune and pay out and support everybody within it. That was the basic foundation of the quote-unquote church that he had Peter found. So I don't want to get into the theological debate here.
No.
I don't want to get into the which religion's right division here. I just want to get into the point of he's using the base case of his argument to be faith. And then the least Christ-infused economic system we have, which is this macro corporate favoring socialism for the rich, privatized losses of capitalism for the poor, is the least Christ-like way of going about it. And the fact that their daughters, her granddaughters, or no, daughters, what she said at the very beginning was making top 1% money. I'm assuming like $250K a month or more. And she's become a socialist. Why the fuck do you think so, Grandma? Why do you think it's because she has eyes and can see that people are struggling dramatically and that's not going to change? I'm not saying we need to go communist Russia or China, but having some ideas on how to feed people, get people healthcare and housing seem like legitimate conversations to be had. And if they're willing to have them, you're now willing to withhold your entire, you're going to just donate it to a mega church now because she wants to make sure, you go.
My whole thing is that she's just like, yo, my one daughter makes 50 grand and has been mean to me about who I voted for. Can I make her suffer her whole life? Like, that's the basis of the call. Because, like, she's like, they're socialists. Think about how you talk to your family. I imagine it's more of a like, Mom, how can you keep voting for, like, that's probably what's happening, right? She's probably a Trumper, and they're just like, Mom, we don't get it at all. And she's like, you fucking socialist scum.
Right. So they're probably, that's probably what's happening. They're probably not like full out. So they probably don't even know who Hassan Piker is. They just don't like Trump.
She said, my daughters keep making fun of me for voting for Trump. Can I just say fuck them forever?
They must be socialists.
Can I just say they're fucking losers financially? Like, that's what's actually happening. And then Dave Ramsey, he usually talks so chill and quiet. And as soon as she said they're socialist, bro was bouncing with laughter. Yeah. I've never seen so much energy from Dave Ramsey as when a woman says, how do I destroy my socialist daughter's financial future?
Yeah. Well, and it wouldn't be destroying the ones. But the other thing about it, too, is she said, and I'll end it at this, and this is speculating too. She said, and my other daughter makes $50,000. Throwing it out there, I would assume she's coming from a place of, my other daughter's doing well. She's self-sustaining. That's fine. She makes $50,000. When in reality, she's not. She's struggling. She's probably not making enough to do what she needs to do, at least raise a family, unless she's got a hubby. Yeah. That wasn't mentioned because she said they for the other daughter. So probably single making $50K thinking, yeah, she's fine. A little socialist over here. Nah, dude, she's like, this isn't enough money. Yeah. I used to be able to buy a home with this income, and now I can't find rent. Of course, the people that are left in that position are going to be looking at other economic options. Hey, we've only done it this way for so long, and it is leading us in this direction. Is there a chance we could look at other options? No, you hate Jesus. And that's it. And that's the Dave Ramsey show.
Dude, the fact that there's a part when in the same sentence, he says God's money and then Ramsey fortune, there's only a comma between those two. Which is it, David?
Is it your fortune or his money?
Is it the Ramsey fortune, or did you just get a little bit of God's money? Because there's two different names, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of theological nuance.
This is a hilarious clip.
We should just do a Ramsey Reacts channel. We could monetize ourselves and live off that just alone.
The only
so many insane takes.
I pray that Monique's daughters saw this viral video. And
was it Monique?
Yeah.
That's a very rare old lady name.
In Bangor, Maine. I bet there's not a lot of them. I pray their daughter saw it and said, hey, Ma, the fuck is wrong with you? That's the best outcome for this video, I think.